Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense set on first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. On second down, they'll take to the air. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And this defense has forced a couple of incompletions, and now with a chance to get off the field on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Yeah, and I tell you, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dialing up a second down pass play. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll line up to go for 2. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Golden. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Longhorns are in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Texas!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're just about ready to kick it away. He's going to bring it out from deep. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Roll that offense back out there. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Howard. He finds his man. Still on his feet at the 45. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The give to the tailback. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the 1st quarter.
Texas 7, Ohio State 6.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Texas 7, Ohio State 6.
Here comes the Texas offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Got room at the 35. He's loose. Inside the 30. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Fires and picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State.
The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking to pass, it's Howard. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Defense showing blitz here. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. out the quick pass. And he's running in the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and we were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Finds the tight end. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Wide out in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Fights off a defender. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
How about that linebacker seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then be able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain? That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. To the air, it's Ewers. He's got it. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. Complete downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Did you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Quarterback checking off. Fast motion from the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Blue. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run. Showing your physicality. Setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. It's Ewers. Quickly out to the tight end. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You got to call the game to win it right now. Less than a minute to go. A field goal is going to do it for you. Every time you drop back and throw the ball, you're risking taking a sack. So if you're going to throw it, the ball's got to come out quickly. But I think at this juncture, you'd love to be able to run and give your field goal kicker a chance.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1.
Well, they come up short. It's not going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this 1st down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in on the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't get let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big-time 4th down and short cover.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Texas.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, it's Howard. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played today.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.